Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! 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 Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today is the day where we finally bid adieu to the lovely Sandra Bullock. We're going to discuss the final film of hers for the month, Ocean's 8, starring Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, Aquafina, Rihanna, Helena Bonham Carter, Richard Armitage, James Corden, Elliot Gould, and Quinn Shaobo. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said in the introduction, today is the day we bid farewell to Sandra Bullock. We've had a heck of a ride with her over the past month, taking a look at some of her films, from Love Potion #9 to A Time to Kill. We looked at While You Were Sleeping and The Lake House, Ocean's 8, The Proposal, so much more in between. But today's focus is on Ocean's 8, the female-led sequel to the George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon Oceans series of Oceans 11, 12, and 13. And as our movie opens, newly paroled con artist Debbie Ocean, who is the younger sister of the late Danny Ocean, convinces her former partner in crime, Lou, to join her in a new heist. They assemble their team: Rose Wheel, a once famous, now at a creative dead end fashion designer; jewelry maker Amita, who desires more independence from her mother; security hacker Nineball; profiteer Tammy, who fences stolen goods out of her suburban home; and street hustler and pickpocket Constance. Now, Debbie plans to steal the Toussaint, a $150 million Cartier necklace, during the upcoming Met Gala by using the host's famous star Daphne Kluger as an unwitting accomplice. The team manipulates Daphne into hiring Rose and convinces Cartier to loan Daphne the Toussaint. Rose and Amita go to Cartier and digitally scan the necklace in order to manufacture a worthless cubic zirconia replica. Nineball then works on creating a blind spot on the museum's security cameras so that they can move the necklace. Meanwhile, Tammy secures a temporary coordinator position at Vogue in order to gain access to the gala's seating plan, as well as getting Lou hired as a nutritionist for the event, while Debbie leads Daphne to invite art dealer Claude Becker, whose betrayal sent Debbie to prison in the first place, as her date. Lou confronts Debbie for planning revenge against Becker, but Debbie reassures her that it will not jeopardize the plan. When Rose learns that the Toussaint can only be unclasped by a special magnet, which is carried by Cartier's security detail, Nineball enlists her younger sister, Veronica, to help in creating a duplicate. At the gala, Lou spikes Daphne's soup, causing her to have to rush to the women's bathroom. As the male Cartier guards wait outside as Daphne vomits into a toilet, Constance removes the necklace from Daphne's neck and sneaks it to Amita, who splits it into smaller pieces of jewelry. When Daphne reappears with the necklace missing, the museum is sealed and a search of the premises and guests commences. It ends, however, when Tammy finds the duplicate necklace in a water pool. Constance then slips the Toussaint pieces to the team in order to smuggle it out, while Debbie plants a piece of it on Becker. After the heist, Daphne joins the ladies, revealing that she already knew about the robbery, which she figured out by analyzing their actions, and asks for the eighth part in exchange for saving them from jail. When the fake necklace is returned to Cartier, the switch is discovered, and insurance investigator John Fraser is assigned to investigate Cartier's claim. Having crossed paths with and sent members of the Oceans to prison before, Fraser immediately suspects Debbie, but her careful presence on the gala's video footage gives her an unbeatable alibi. Debbie then negotiates with Fraser to hand him the thief as well as part of the necklace. So Daphne visits Becker and sends Fraser a piece of the jewel that Debbie planted. In order to frame Becker even further, Debbie hires actresses posing as elderly socialites to sell parts of the Toussaint off piece by piece, and she deposits the money into a bank account in Becker's name, causing the police to take Becker into custody. As the eight celebrate their success, Lou reveals the heist's true target. While the gala was being evacuated, she and the amazing Yen, the acrobat who worked with Danny, replaced a Metropolitan Museum of Art display of royal jewels loaned by European royal families with replicas assembled by Amita, escaping with more gems, even more valuable than the Toussaint. With the shares of the score now much larger than previously promised, each member of the team goes their separate ways. Amita travels to Paris with a man that she meets on Tinder. Rose pays off her debts and opens her own store. Constance buys a spacious loft in the city and becomes a YouTuber. Tammy expands her business in stolen goods. Nineball opens up a pool hall, and Daphne becomes a film director, while Lou takes her motorcycle on a cross-country road trip, and Debbie mixes and enjoys a martini at Danny's grave, knowing that he would be proud of her as our movie comes to its end. This was a fun heist movie. I thoroughly enjoy the Ocean Saga as it is, Oceans 11, 12, and 13. I also enjoy the original Oceans 11 from the 60s with the Rat Pack. So I had my doubts about this movie going in because those movies endear so much to me and I have such great memories of them. I enjoy them so much. And as much as I love Sandra Bullock and Anne Hathaway, and I can tolerate some of the other stars of the movie like Awkwafina and Rihanna, I just didn't know if a female-led version of the Ocean story would work. But goddamn if it didn't. I thought the way that they portrayed Debbie Ocean, the little sister of Danny, Danny's passed away. I liked the way they brought the amazing Yen back into it. I like the way they brought Elliot Gould back in the very beginning, because the movie basically starts with her at Danny's grave and it ends with her at Danny's grave. And when she's at Danny's grave in the beginning, Elliot Gould makes an appearance reprising his character from Oceans 11, 12, and 13. So the way that they kind of wove the existing Oceans trilogy into this story, but at the same time, it stood on its own. Like, you could watch this movie having never seen any of the Clooney ones, and you'd be good. You don't have to see them to see this. So they tied things together, which was awesome, but they did it in such a way that this could still very much be a standalone film, and that's awesome as well. The cast gelled together so well. I, on a whole, am not a fan of Helena Bonham Carter, but I gotta say I enjoyed her in this. And the joke that Anne Hathaway makes about her character's horrible acting, and that's how she was able to pick up on what all was really going on in the first place, calling Helena Bonham Carter a horrible actress. I was like, yep, somebody else finally said it. Thank you very much. I thought that was so funny and such a great way to kind of tie some of the threads together about, okay, well, how did Anne Hathaway figure this all out? Well, she watched what was going on around her and she could see the over dramatic acting in a sense and put two and two together from there. So good. Such a good way to make Anne Hathaway characters seem intelligent and not be fooled by everything going on around her. I do regret not having seen this movie until now because it's so good. I should have just sucked it up and watched it when it first came out, especially being a fan of Sandra Bullock as I am, especially enjoying Anne Hathaway the way I do. I should have just sucked it up and done it, but there was enough on the negative end going into this that pushed me away from it. Some of that being Helena Bonham Carter, some of that being Rihanna, because I can really take or leave Rihanna. But she did a great job here as Nine Ball. So I do regret that I didn't see this sooner. I'm definitely going to have to watch this a couple more times. And the next time I do sit down to watch the Oceans movies, make sure I watch this after Oceans 13, as it does follow the story well, as I said, intertwine those aspects, all while presenting a standalone story. When it comes to my rating of this film, I am going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I feel that's fair for first time viewing of this. I definitely feel that the more I watch it, the more it could go up down the road. But for right now, at this point in time, on the day I'm filming this, I feel 3.5 out of 5 stars is a really good marking for this. And if repeated viewings of this make me just enjoy it even more and more than I already do, then within a couple years' time, this could very easily be a 4.5 star film for me. What did you guys think of Ocean's 8? Let me know if you're watching the premiere. Leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. But let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking for from you guys in the comments below. And tomorrow is going to be a huge day for me. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And when I say it's going to be a big day, I am not joking. We have not one, not two, not three, but 4 episodes of Renegades Reviews that I'm going to hit you with tomorrow as we start off the month of December. First off, episode 2 of the Santa Clauses, episode entitled Chapter 2, The Successes Clause. Immediately following that, we're going to enter the world of Rankin Bass. First, with the classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, featuring the voices of Burl Ives and Billy Mae Richards, amongst others. From there, we're going to go into the tale of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, featuring the voices of Fred Astaire, Mickey Rooney, and Paul Frees, amongst others. And then wrapping up tomorrow, we are going to go to the oft-forgotten 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, featuring the voices of Joel Grey, George Gobel, and Tammy Grimes, amongst others. You're not going to want to miss out on any of that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel on all new episodes of Renegades Reviews. Like I said, it's the first of the month. We're going into 31 days of Christmas and the holidays. And I'm hitting you fast. I'm hitting you hard with a triple play of Rankin Bass, as well as episode 2 of the Santa Clauses. So make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Statboy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of Sandra Bullock, fans of Cate Blanchett, fans of Anne Hathaway, fans of Rihanna or Aquafina or Helena Bonham Carter, anybody that you can think of that would enjoy this video, share it with them. It's the only way we're going to boost up my visibility in YouTube's algorithms so I can eventually get monetized, make some money at this. Thank you once again to everybody who joined me here today. It means more to me than you'll ever know. And I will see you guys next time.